dark all of a sudden. Oh, wait 1 second. Oh. Hey. Hi. Okay, hold on. Live. Great. Hold on. One more thing. Hold on. Just setting up everything that I'm supposed to be setting up, like I'm supposed to do. Oh, that's not right. I'm doing it wrong. Hold on. No. Darn it. Okay. Hold on. No. You know what? I'm all up on crazy right now because I can't figure out my technology, so I'm just going to let that go. And I'm going to say hi, good morning, happy new year, happy 2020. This is so big this year. So look, my name's Crystal Lynn Bell, and I am so owning this name because in 2019, I did so much healing, and particularly in November and December, so much healing has happened on a deep level that I can now say my name with a different weight, with a different gravity. So my name is Crystal Lynn Bell. I own this name. I own this woman. It's on. So look, I'm live streaming right now, and I will be every week on Wednesdays at 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm live streaming about something very specific. So I have developed a program, and I'm writing the book about it. And the program is called Jailbreak Your Heart and Howl at the Moon. It is a 12-month healing program, and it is designed to take you from a state of unworthiness to a state of magnificence in a way that makes you whole on all levels of your life. So I'm an intuitive astrologer. I love astrology. The sun and the moon and the planets and the stars are here to help us. And so what I'm doing is, or what I've done with this program, is I've created a 12-month healing system that uses the sun and the moon and all the planets and all the signs as a guide for healing, so that we're healing on 12 levels of our lives. So I'm running this program for free. Like, that's the whole thing. This year, the entire program, you can participate with me in it as much as you want. I'm doing it for free because I am writing my book and using my teaching platform as a learning platform for you, but also for me. So I have the system all laid out. I'm using the system with my clients on a private one-on-one level, but the whole point is to write a book that can stand on its own, so that the healing process can stand on its own. So it's easy to take my clients through the program because I'm guiding them. I have to be able to present the material in a way where you can understand it on your own. And so if you participate in my program, then you're actually going to be helping me work out the kinks so that we can make sure that you can understand what I've got written and it makes sense to you and you can use the material on your own. All right, so that's one thing about this weekly live stream. It's about the healing. The other thing about the live stream is that the information in it, I feel, is really crucial to helping you break free from the prison of unworthiness. So if you've been following me for at least the last 3 years, you will know that I call myself a badass butterfly. And for me, the concept of the badass butterfly is really important. Um, the badass butterfly is a person who is really connected to their source of power. And all of their authority comes from within. Now, what we do with that authority is entirely up to us. The thing that I do with my work, and particularly with my program, Jailbreak Your Heart and Howl at the Moon, is I prepare you to give birth to your badass butterfly. And the way you prepare to give birth to your badass butterfly is you have to break out of the cocoon of unworthiness. Now, many of us are dealing with a mindset, beliefs, um, negative thought patterns, negative emotions, um, things that basically act like we're unworthy. We act unworthy. We think unworthy thoughts. We have limiting beliefs that come from someone who's not worthy of our divinity. My work is to help you break out of that prison. So when we think about a butterfly, we know that that butterfly began as a caterpillar. So what a caterpillar does is it lives its life as a caterpillar, and then it gets a calling to awaken to something different. So the caterpillar follows its instincts. Its body becomes the cocoon, a shell, and it becomes a hard shell. And within that hard shell, the transformation process happens, metamorphosis. And then once the butterfly is fully formed, and again, it's time for it to break out of the shell of its old body, it has to fight to get out of that shell. The shell doesn't just fall away and the butterfly emerges. That, that being inside has to fight. And the more the being fights for its emergence, the more strong its body becomes, the stronger its wings become, the stronger its will becomes. And then once it comes out, it's a butterfly. And how badass is it to have gone from one state of mind to another? Any of us who have done any kind of healing, we know that that is badass indeed. So the thing that's important for me, because I call myself a badass butterfly, is that I honor this transformation process. And that's what I help my people do, my clients, my students, my tribe. That's what I help people do. So we, as caterpillars, have a mindset that, we adopted from our parents, we inherited from our parents, from our society, from the news, from the media. We have all these beliefs and thoughts about who we are and about what the world is, about what God is. All those things we've taken on. And also, though, what exists is the life force within us, our own inner knowing, our connection to God, Goddess, source of all, and our natural true state, which is our higher self. That is at our core. So that is what I call the badass butterfly, that part of us that is connected to our divinity. Well, that part of us is inside our body, and we have the circumstances and the beliefs of our parents and society and the media that are pushing down on us, that form the outer world that we live in. Well, those circumstances need to be escaped. We've got to break free from the old self and step into our new self. And that is what my job is to help us do, to break free from the limiting beliefs that we adopted or inherited from our parents, the negative mindset that we've just kind of taken on, that we believe we're somehow limited, that we think that we have to work hard in order to do this, and we have to be perfect at this in order to receive any kind of assistance, or we have to jump through these hoops in order to make these things happen. We have to have these kinds of limited um, thought patterns. And if we don't play by the rules of the three dimension, then we can't manifest our heart's desires. And the problem is that so many of us feel like we are lacking, or we are somehow outside of having the resources we need in order to manifest what we want. So the badass butterfly sees beyond the limitations of the three-dimensional world. The badass butterfly knows their divinity, and they know how to go toward their heart's desires in a more direct way. And it's never by assuming negativity or limitation or lack or doubt or shame, right? These are human experiences and human states that we have to experience, but they aren't true. Our job is to break free from these limiting emotions such as shame or self-doubt or inadequacy, and to actually assume our magnificence. So that's what I'm doing in the Jailbreak Your Heart program. Every month, I take you through what I call jailers, or the prison guards that are keeping us in a prison of unworthiness. So for me, there are 12 prison guards, and I'm going to tell you what those 12 prison guards are. They are, and I'm going to actually tell you in the order that we are going to be working through them, because each prison guard corresponds with an astrological sign. So when the sun is in Capricorn, which it is right now, we are going to start with the prison guard that is the kind of shadow of the sign of Capricorn. And when the sun moves into Aquarius, we're going to deal with the prison guard that is the shadow of Aquarius. So the prison guard of Capricorn, the sun is there now and will be until January 21st. That prison guard is illegitimacy. Now, I know you're kind of like, illegitimacy? What does that have to do with anything? What is illegitimacy? Well, illegitimacy comes with the sign of Capricorn because the sign of Capricorn is about your reputation and what you're going to offer the world. And if you were really working Capricorn very well, you would be very legitimate in the world. You would be very disciplined. You would be very self-reliant. You would be very clear, and you would be very focused, and you would be in your authority, and you would be very much without doubt about who you are. The problem is that there's a shadow. For every positive thing, there's also the shadow aspect. And that's what we as humans are here to do. We're here to work through the shadow aspects of whatever we're dealing with. So when the sun's in Capricorn, we're trying to move into a higher reputation. We're trying to move into expressing ourselves in a very positive way. So in order to really be able to do that, we also have to deal with the shadow self, because if you are a good person, but you never look at your shadows, you're in denial and you're suppressing your shadows. That's not actually being in integrity. That's actually living a lie. So what we want to do is we want to move toward what's good and right and strong and powerful and beautiful, but we have to take our shadow along with us because we want to be whole. We don't want to be one-dimensional because that always fails. So we want to be moving toward a high reputation, but we have to look at where we are illegitimately behaving. So if you are finding yourself on the outside of success, if you have feelings of fraudulence, like, I have this, but I don't deserve this, or you feel like you're not divine, then actually you're feeling the shadow of illegitimacy. Illegitimacy says that you don't belong to a powerful soul family, or you feel like you're the bastard, the illegitimate child of the universe. This is going to be keeping you in a prison of unworthiness. So when the sun is in Capricorn and it moves into Capricorn around December 21st, and it stays until about January 21st. It depends on the year, but around those times. So from the end of December to the end of January, we're dealing with Capricorn, and we're dealing with the shadow of illegitimacy, or the shadow called illegitimacy, right? Then after Capricorn comes Aquarius. We move from being about our reputation to being about our humanity and our life purpose, right? So the shadow of Aquarius, which is again about being very much aligned with a love of humanity. The shadow for Aquarius is intolerance, right? So, and actually, I'm not going to explain all this right now, because otherwise this is going to be a really long live stream, and I just needed to come on and introduce you to the concept. So sorry, I'm going to stop explaining, right? I told you about the first one because we're doing the first one right now. We're in the first one right now. We're in Capricorn. We're going to start with that. By the way, next week, we're going to be diving deep into illegitimacy. The jailer that follows illegitimacy is intolerance. And then for Pisces, we get into unforgivingness, being unforgiving. Sorry, going back to my list, which I seem to have misplaced. Let's see, after Pisces will come Aries, and then that will be ego. Sorry, I have to look at things, otherwise I get myself, I lose track of what I'm working on. So after Aries comes Taurus, and we move into blame. Then from there we move into, oh no, that's not right. Unforgivingness. Oh God, okay. Sorry, the 12 jailers are, because I'm reading my list badly, sorry, illegitimacy, intolerance, fear, ego, blame, shame, limitedness, impotency, inner criticism, inadequacy, irresponsibility. Did I say unforgivingness? I think I did. Oh, and illegitimacy. So that's 12, right? So here we go again. Illegitimacy, intolerance, unforgivingness, fear, impotency, limitation, ego, blame, inner criticism, inadequacy, powerlessness, irresponsibility. All right, those are the 12 jailers that we're going to work with over the course of 1 year. We're going to take on one jailer per month. We're going to start a new jailer every single time there's the sun in the new sign. So the sun will help us express our masculine authority, and the moon is going to help us express our feminine authority. All right. So the program, there are two things I want to tell you to do. Give you two options. You can either just tune in to this page and watch the live stream each week, or you can actually enroll in the program for free, and you can watch the videos each week And you can download the worksheets, the rituals, and the meditations, and you can actually dive into the astrology. So you'll be learning about astrology. You'll be learning about the planets, because each astrological sign has a ruling planet, but you'll learn about those planets. Um, Along with each jailer, there's also a teacher, there's a healer. So you'll be learning about the teacher and the healer as well for each sign. Okay, that's basically the program in a nutshell. And I think that's kind of all I have to say today. I wanted to introduce you to the program. I want to invite you to sign up. In order to sign up, you need to go to my website, which I'm going to write in the description of this video. So if you're watching the replay, which I know most people will be doing, you can sign up there. You'll sign up for free. You'll be getting emails to remind you about the worksheets. You'll be getting emails to remind you to watch the live stream or to watch the replay. You'll be getting the rituals to download each month, the worksheets to download each month, and there's going to be group coaching, which you can join me for. You can either submit your question in writing, just in case you cannot join the live sessions, or you can join the live session and have and dialogue with me back and forth in this way. Okay, that is all I have to say for today. Next week we will start. We'll start this program for real, and so if you want to be ready for next week, you'll need to hop onto the program page, which is Emotional Wellness with Crystalline Bell. And then the name of the program, Jailbreak Your Heart and Howl at the Moon. That's it. All done. Happy New Year. And I'll see you next week for more of this. All right. Bye for now.